A new report from the U.S. Chamber of Commerce reveals a quiet transformation happening on Main Street. Small businesses are rapidly embracing advanced technologies, especially generative AI and crypto, to transform how they operate and grow. So joining us today to discuss this is Senior Vice President at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce's Technology Engagement Center, Jordan Crenshaw. How are you doing, Jordan? Welcome to the show.
I'm doing well. How are you doing today?
Doing great. This is a very interesting topic. So what are you observing? I know you've been traveling all around. How are small businesses using emerging technologies like AI and crypto?
Well, what we found is that small business owners who are using AI and other emerging technologies are thriving. In fact, this year, we found that a record number of small business owners, 60% nationwide, are using some form of generative artificial intelligence like Google Gemini or ChatGPT. In fact, actually in the Tampa area, a company called Skytle is actually using AI systems to improve predictions for natural disasters and other things like that could harm commerce. So we're seeing a lot of really innovative ways that AI is helping society, but also small businesses. But looking at crypto also was a new technology we looked at this year, is actually 35% of Florida small businesses are using some form of crypto.
That's fast. I was really surprised about that. I knew you'd have some, I could picture ways in which AI was being used, but I was like, all right, how are they rolling crypto in? In what ways are new digital tools helping small businesses grow and compete?
Well, to your last question on the crypto side, a lot of them are using it for payments for vendors. For particular coffee shop owners are paying their vendors in Latin America, the coffee farmers, with crypto to pay across international lines. But when it comes to things like AI is really a force multiplier, which is helping small businesses that don't have the resources of larger companies compete. And in fact, what we've seen is that small business owners are using this tech for things like streamlining their marketing and designing products, or even some innovative uses like figuring out where to source products impacted by tariffs and also inflation. And it's really working. What we found is that 82% of small business owners nationwide have experienced increased hiring, and it's really a game changer for them in terms of growth.
That's so cool. So what risks, though, because there are two sides to all of this, what risks do new regulations pose for small businesses who are trying to adopt these different AI measures?
Well, the main point of AI adoption is cutting costs where small businesses don't have the resources. And that same is true when it comes to things like compliance and litigation costs from having to hire new attorneys. So if you have a complex legal environment, it really is a tax on small business. And what we found in our report this year is that there was a record number of small businesses, in fact, 60% in Florida, who are concerned about a potential 50-state patchwork of AI rules that will make it difficult, if not impossible, for them to comply. And so that's why it's so critically important that we have a national AI framework in place that stops states from being able to create a confusing patchwork and a regulatory nightmare for small business. And if you look at crypto too, 70% of small business owners said that if there was some more certainty around regulations there, they would be more likely to use the technology. So the name of the game really is making sure that we have predictability as well as certainty so that small businesses can thrive with tech.
So I see the website there, uschamber.com. That's probably a place where we can go and find some tools where small businesses can start implementing these things. Thank you so much, Jordan. We really appreciate your time today.
Of course. Thank you.